As a nationally recognized city of more than 70,000 residents, it might be difficult to imagine Woodbury as the rural farm town it was just a little over 50 years ago. But this fertile area, nestled between two major rivers, was a major draw for immigrants like Charles Spangenberg, who bought several acres near what is now Dale Road and started farming.
Charles Spangenberg bought the farm in December 5th, 1868, and started building a house here around 1870.
Building a home out of stone back then was no easy feat. Most of the limestone was quarried from Charles's brother's farm located along the Mississippi River. Getting it over to the farmstead proved challenging, as they had to use horses and oxen to haul the heavy stones over 15 miles to Woodbury.
They hauled it, stored it, and then in the summer built the house with mortar and the stones for a couple years until it was completed. So Charles had 15 children. One was my grandmother Elizabeth. The Spangenberg family didn't own it after 1902. It became the Schakal family, who owned it for 106 years.
Built with 24-inch thick walls, this rock-solid structure has stood the test of time. That longevity is why the Woodbury Heritage Society wanted to host a birthday party for this 150-year-old building.
Hi, welcome.
Visitors were allowed to tour the house, learn about its history from descendants of the family, and provided an opportunity to meet the current owners who make this historic place their home.
I appreciate the chance to be a steward of this property.
Mark and Monica Fraser bought this place in 2008. And as you might expect, living in a home this age has its challenges.
We've done a lot of restoration and trying to bring things up to a modern standard of living and in a way that works for us. We don't have air conditioning because we have no ductwork. So we treat our house sort of like a cave in the summer. We shut all the windows when it's hot.
But after about 5 days of heat, it starts to get hot in there.
Then we're wishing we had air. It's an interesting experience living in a place like this, but it meant a lot to us when John Schakala came and visited us and we got his blessing on the changes that we had made, and for him to say, he liked it and it was okay, I think was meaningful for us.
The Frasers enjoy preserving this old farmstead that has been listed on the National Historic Registry since 1976. They realize that it's important to keep this connection to Woodbury's farming past.
It serves a purpose about reminding people of the history of Woodbury. If there aren't places in cities that preserve part of that history, it's really easy to forget that people used to live in a different way and life was much different. And I think those lessons are important to remember as we think about where we want to go in the future and the things that we value.